for
5 weeks.
5 weeks. And just real quick, give us your story. When did you get sick?
So I got sick about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at camp. It came down with something like the flu, and went into the doctors a bunch of times. They couldn't figure it out. Thought it was mono, thought it was strep, all these things. But
and this was in India, right?
No, this was when I was at camp up in northern Ontario.
Okay.
And so I just kind of remained sick. I took a bunch of antibiotics, but nothing really helped. So I kind of just continued on with my life. And over the years, just put myself, I was in high school at the time and then went off to university and kept putting myself under all these different stresses and pushing myself and kept getting more and more symptoms and just normalizing them all because I was young and I was like, I should be able to handle all this stuff. And pushed myself and then came home from traveling last summer and came back with a couple parasites and those just knocked me out. And took some antibiotics for that too and those knocked me out too. And so...
What were your main symptoms that you had before you came to visit us here?
Yeah, so when I came here I was in a ton of pain. It felt like, like every muscle, bone, joint, organ in my body was on fire. And I had like lots of numbness on the left side of my body and my left leg was really weak and would give out a lot and I would have muscle spasms. I was having problems with my heart, with my digestive system. I had like cognitive problems, mental health problems, really anxious and depressed and mood swings and I was exhausted all the time, but at the same time I couldn't sleep.
So you had some GI symptoms also, like irritable bowel type symptoms too.
Yeah.
So you've been here for 5 weeks. What's happened?
It's been incredible. I mean, it was a slow-moving process. I had to trust the process and do all the work that Wyatt and Dr. Dean told me to do. And just trust it, because for the first 3 weeks, I was not really feeling much of a difference. But then the 4th week, I just started to feel like myself again. I was becoming more engaged in conversations and with people. I was just a lump on the chair for 3 weeks, but then I felt more bubbly and maybe annoyingly so because I was so happy. And I was sleeping through the night. My pain had significantly reduced. I'm now like going to yoga classes and I'm biking around the town, which I'd never been able to do before. Yeah.
That's fantastic. How are the GI symptoms? Have they started to improve yet?
A little bit, yeah. But I've had these GI symptoms like my whole life, so I would be shocked if like in 5 weeks they were suddenly gone. Yeah, but I'd be able to like concentrate more. I can like sit down and read a book, which I wasn't able to do before.
What are your plans for the future? What do you want to get back into?
I want to go back to school. I mean, I had to drop out of school. I had to drop out of all the things that I loved, work. I couldn't go to yoga anymore. I was really into yoga and like walking and running and hiking and traveling. Those were all such a huge part of my life and I haven't been able to do any of those. So I'm excited to get back into those.
Do you feel like those are very reasonably obtainable for you here in the future?
Yeah, I think so. I just have to go into it with a different mindset and a different attitude and plan a little more and just be more mindful of my mind and my body going forward.
How about the IV techs, the people that put the IV in you every day?
Oh my gosh, so lovely. Just like really, like I came in and I was a mess. Like I hate needles. I hate people poking me. So the first few times I would like get really faint and nauseous but now I get stuck and I'm fine because the people here are so good at their job and they're so lovely and they chat with me and they make me feel comfortable and everyone's here is wonderful.
Great. And we meet with you every day and we try to impart some knowledge there on to you and give you some insight. Is that that's had some effect on you?
Yeah, it's been really helpful. I wasn't really sure what the consultations would be like. I thought it would just be like we went over sort of medical stuff, but I was really, really impressed that we sit down every single day. And, I was going into doctors and they'd give me 15 minutes and would cut me off and like wouldn't listen to everything I was saying. But I sit down with you guys and you listen to everything, and we talk about more than just like what's happening with my physical body, but also what's happening with me mentally and emotionally and socially, and like what to look forward to and what's normal, and you know, I'm having a setback, is this normal? Like talking through the whole process. Like you guys look at me as a whole person.
You put in the work and, you know, you're reaping the benefits, and so, you know, you can be proud of yourself. You know, we're very happy for you, and it's just, we appreciate you sharing your experience with us on the camera.
Yeah, anything to help out, because I found coming in and the group that I came into was incredible. It was just all these incredibly supportive people who had, it was like a miracle, some of them, like how much progress they'd had since being here. And so anything I could do to like help create a supportive environment.
Well, it's interesting too, because now you're kind of that person now, and like, you know, because I over here, you know, Michelle telling you how much better you look in the time frame that she's been here, and I think you're now serving for them what, you know, Pat and Bill and all them kind of served for you when you first got here. And you know, we try our best, you know, when people come, they come. We don't like to dictate timing, but we really do like when somebody's finishing up when somebody else is starting, because it's nice to see that in just a short time. I mean, it's been a lot of work and a lot of effort, but it's only been 5 weeks, you know, and it's been a process, and things don't turn around so quick. But in 3 weeks is quick to turn around that much. But to see somebody that's done it, I think it catapults the next group to feel that way, and then you turn it over to the next. And that's why I think just being in that room is therapeutic and very helpful. And I really like when the timing works out like that, because, you know, Abby just started this week, and she's not going to feel drastically different in the first week, but seeing you and seeing Michelle start to improve, and seeing some of these people start to improve, it's only going to have her trust in the process, so to speak, and her attitude and all that just improve further and further. So we appreciate you passing the torch, so to speak.
Good, thanks.